Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold.
Welcome to Canis Bay Lake Campground in Algonquin Park. It is September 29th, 2024.
This is our fourth campground review in Algonquin Park. This is our second one for Canis Bay, so it's an updated version for Canis Bay. We've also done Pog and Mew. So if you want to see some of the big attractions in Algonquin Park, such as the Visitor Center, the Amphitheater, the Logging Museum, the Art Center, some of the big hikes and some of the other lakes, you can check out those videos. There's no way we can put them all in one video, otherwise it'd be hours long. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is checking out some of the places that we haven't gone to before, some of the hikes and some of the paddling we've never done before.
Canis Bay Lake Campground is located approximately 67 kilometers east of Huntsville on Highway 60 at kilometer marker 23 in Algonquin Provincial Park. It is one of 9 organized campgrounds along the 56-kilometer strip of Highway 60 in the 7,600 square kilometer park. It is classified as a natural environment park.
There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me, no one can guess what I came there to see. There's a sun in the sky, there's a cloud drifting by, all kinds of birds make you wish you could fly, and in the distance I see someone waving at me. I hope that it's you, but who else could it be?
It is September 26, 2024, and we are on our way to Canis Bay Lake in Algonquin Provincial Park.
And it is the beginning of fall, so we brought our buddy Gordy with us.
Hey, Gordy, along for the ride again.
Gordy's going to be riding along with us for this whole trip and for the other fall trips that we do.
Yes.
We're going to just stick him right up here. And he can ride with us.
So there's not a whole lot of color this year as there was in the past few years. It's a bit slower starting out, I think.
Yeah, this is the time of year that we've gone the last few years because it's prime leaf peeping season.
It's still pretty green.
Yeah.
A little pop of color here and there, but
I do
like
remember last year when we went to Canis Bay Lake, it was green for most of the way there. And we thought, oh my gosh, we didn't hit the color yet. And then for some reason, as soon as we actually entered Algonquin Park, bam, explosion of color.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's going to happen here too.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So we're going to be there for 5 nights, and I expect the colors will get better every single day as it gets closer to the peak for the maple turning over season.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Yep. Let's
Looking
get there.
forward to it. Let's go.
I guess it would be nice to belong in your arms. I hope you feel the same way too. Na na na.
This is the West Gate at Algonquin Park. We're just stopping in here to pick up some pamphlets and stuff. There's no need to stop here. This is a paperless park. You can just head right to your campsite.
I guess it would be nice to belong in your arms.
When you do come here, you can pick up the little pamphlet that has the map in it, and I definitely recommend you get this map. You can download it at algonquin.ca, or you can pick it up here, and it is an excellent map to have. It shows you everything in the park. It's
Even about all the trails and the length of the trails. And
yeah, it's an absolute must-do. Get one of these. You can get it here, or you can get it at each campground office.
Algonquin Provincial Park has 12 organized campgrounds. 3 are in the northern and eastern part of the park, and 9 are along the Highway 60 corridor. Along this 56-kilometer corridor, there are also 2 museums, an art center, 3 cross-country ski trails, a historic interpretive site, a visitor center, 15 hiking trails, 2 bicycle trails, a dog sledding trail, an amphitheater, picnic areas, outfitting stores, restaurants, and lodges. Downloading this free map from www.algonquinpark.on.ca or picking it up for free at the campground will help you a lot with your visit.
Hope you feel the same way too. There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me, no one can guess what I came there to see.
The dump fill station is about 12 kilometers from here. So in order to fill up, we'd have to pass Canis Bay Lake and go to the dump fill station. We're also told that there's 2 fill spots, and one of the fill spots is out of order right now. So everybody for the park is basically filling up there. We always came to Canis Bay and we filled up here. This is on the way to the beach, and this was threaded. It's not threaded anymore. It looks like they filed it down, so you can't attach a hose to it. But we have a water bandit on here. We put the water bandit on, and then we can put the hose in. Now we can't put the filter on the hose because if you allow any pressure to build up in the hose, it'll pop right off of here. So this is just held on by rubber being on there. So no water filter, but we're still doing okay. I'm timing it right now to see how long it takes. I don't have this thing wide open because I think it'll blow it off. So it might take a little longer than normal, but still, it's a lot better than traveling 12 kilometers away and then driving back 12 kilometers with 400 pounds of extra water in here.
Okay. Well.
It's not too bad. It should take a little bit longer than normal though, but now it's going well. So we're filling up with the water. The parking lot to the beach is right behind us here. And right here is our trail to our campsite. That's our campsite, straight through there, 230. So this is the water bandit. This is what it looks like here. It's got a threaded end on here. You screw your hose onto there, and this is just soft rubber. So all you do is you take it here, pop it on, and it just holds on. That's why you can't let the pressure build up too much, because it'll just pop this thing right off. So this is called a water bandit. We got it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below.
So you can only have the water maybe running at half strength?
Yeah, that's
Takes
why
longer.
That's why it took 41 minutes to fill the tank. Hi.
Straight back. Okay, keep coming back. Okay, stop. Here we are, Site 230 in Canis Bay Lake Campground. We are a hydro site, or in the hydro loop. I would suggest having at least 75 feet of power cord. The pedestal is on the other side of the trailer. It's a good distance away. The site is it's a nice size. It's private on 3 sides, except for across the road. Our site is behind the water tap, which is on the main road going down to the beach, so that's pretty handy. We can just pop through there. It's fairly level. We haven't had to use our Anderson levelers or wood. And Jack's has lots of room to roam. And it's nicely treed. Let's check out the park. Canis Bay Lake Campground is divided up into 4 campgrounds for a total of 99 electric sites and 142 non-electric sites. Campground 1 has 52 non-electric sites. Campground 2 has 48 non-electric sites. It is radio and pet free. Campground 3 has 33 electric and 42 non-electric sites. Hydro Campground has 66 electric sites. Campsite 180 is barrier-free. There are 2 comfort stations with flush toilets and showers in Campground 3 and is centrally located. There are 2 comfort stations with flush toilets and laundry facilities in Hydro Campground. There are 16 backcountry sites within 30 minutes from the canoe launch.
Are turning brown, red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow out with the sun. Just yet, I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready.
There are 2 comfort stations with flush toilets and showers, one in Campground 3 and one on the main beach road.
Too soon.
There are 2 comfort stations with flush toilets and laundry facilities in Hydro Campground. We appreciate that they have shelves and hooks in these comfort stations.
It's Cheryl's Lou Review, Lou Review. Let's all talk about Lou's. Don't ask Ben, don't ask Jax, ask Cheryl. Cheryl's Lou Review.
So there are various vault toilets throughout the campground. They range from just a basic pit toilet with hand sanitizer to fully plumbed with running water, soap, flush toilets, skylights, hooks, feminine receptacles. The flush ones would be located in Campground 1 and 2 for those wondering. And the rest are just all vault toilets throughout. Some of them look like they are getting revamped through the park as well, which would be nice. The common denominator is they all have an underlying smelly part to them, but it is the end of season, so that's understandable. On the most part, they are freshly painted and fairly clean. So I'm going to rate these a flower.
This is the second beach. It is the more common access point for people accessing the backcountry sites. They can put in their canoes here and head out. So there is no actual dog beach here, but if you come down to, there's a small little beach to the left of the main campers beach. There's this little area here. Technically, it's not a dog area. We found that people don't really use this area, so we're here right now, and we're keeping Jax in the water. He just loves staying in the water and fetching, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm not saying you're allowed to come here and have your dog off leash or anything, but I figure there's nobody here, and he's in the water. In most parks, they allow you to let the dog off leash in the water. Not at a beach area though, and this isn't considered a beach. So Jax is having a lot of fun.
Good boy, Jax.
There's canoe, kayak, and paddleboard rentals from Algonquin Outfitters. They'll deliver it right to the campground, leave it there for you, you take it out, you drop it back off at the beach, they look after it.
Most common fish to catch in Canas Bay Lake are smallmouth bass and lake trout.
There are 2 canoe, kayak launches in the park, one at each of the 2 beaches. There's no motorboats permitted on Canas Bay Lake. That includes electric motors, gas, steam, everything. So no trolling motors, nothing. It's just for paddling.
Woohoo! You made it! All right.
Hello. Oh, it's not used to the camping.
I'm not hugging you. No, I'm not hugging you. Quiet.
How you doing, Eisen? That sounds familiar. Look who's here.
Finally.
Finally.
And Dilly's going to be training Jax.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's going to be a good hunting dog.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
you ready? You ready?
The next morning, we went for a little drive heading east on Highway 60 to check out some areas we've never spent time at before. As we drove past Smoke Lake, we knew we had to stop and take in the beauty of the mist on the water on a perfect morning. Then it was off to Whiskey Rapids Trail. Whiskey Rapids, I take it.
And this right here is why you get such good cell service from Algonquin Park now. They're the cell towers. They blend them into the surroundings by making them look like a tree. This is Tea Lake Campground. It's closed right now. It's open from Victoria Day to Labor Day weekend. So the gate is closed, you can't drive in, but you can still walk in and check it out. So
It's a cute little park. There's no hydro. You have to get your wood and ice from Canas Bay Campground, but
there's only 42 sites. A lot of them are waterfront. really nice.
little tenting sites.
However, you're going to hear the Highway 60 from most of the sites. But it is a really nice little campground and a nice little lake.
You take the good with the bad.
What time is it?
12:47. See if I remember when we finished. Didn't wipe out. Should have brought my hiking poles. Should leave them in the truck maybe. I don't forget them. Time check is 1:34, and we started at 12:47, so less 45 minutes-ish.
Dog in there. They're waving. Where are they waving?
Oh, where's the saddlebags? Oh, right here. Pick them up, I guess.
There, done.
Oh, that was quick.
That's how easy it is.
Easy breezy. No, that tree does not have a bum. It's a moose under the tree there. I hope he turns around. We left the park through the east gate to go into the town of Whitney to buy some firewood. There were lots of roadside stands to get some. We paid $20 for a wheelbarrow full, and on our way back, we checked out the dump station.
This is the main trailer fill and dump station. There's 2 fill spots. Both are threaded. There's 2 dump spots. Both are threaded. Actually, the threading just went on this weekend, so brand new threads on them. And in the dump area, I like that they built up the asphalt so that your trailer's actually angled towards the dump hole. Makes it easier for dumping the tanks.
Which way do you want to go? Bentley? You want to go this way?
That way?
Okay.
Let's go straight across there.
Okay.
This is one of the 16 backcountry sites on Canis Bay Lake. Nice flat spot for a tent right there. Got some sloped spots there. A little bit sloped here. Nice fire pit. And some logs set up as benches. Are you enjoying your time there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
I have a great view.
Nice.
So this is obviously a brand new treasure box. It smells like Home Depot. Love it. So you got to always be prepared with your kit. Got the sanitizer. Into the toilet paper roll. Into the Ziploc baggie to stay dry. And I just have it in another container in the kayak. So we're all good to go. And when you're done, that signals another satisfied customer. In case you can't get enough blue sky.
I'm guessing some of you are wondering why I'm not in my usual orangey ready kayak and I'm in this teal one. Well, it's kind of a long story that I'm not going to get into, but my kayak got run over by a big truck. So it's at the dump now. Our friends Sue and John let us borrow one of their kayaks for this trip. So thank you very much for that, because I would have hated missing paddling on this beautiful lake in this beautiful weather. For cell phone coverage, Bell, TELUS, Koodo, Virgin Mile, and Rogers. The service here is pretty good. I'm normally getting LTE 2 out of 3 bars, sometimes LTE plus. I'm not having any issues watching YouTube, surfing the internet, phone calls, text messages, and that's throughout the campground and even on the lake. So that is really nice. Probably about 10 years ago or so when we were here, there was 0 service. So really nice upgrade.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are?
Oh, this is a beautiful lake. Bartlett Lodge.
I wonder. How come the
the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds. Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind?
It is another beautiful day in Algonquin Park. We're on Cache Lake right now, and our friends Steve and Patty have joined us for our last full day here. They're staying here for a week, but we're going home tomorrow. But what an absolutely gorgeous day in Cache Lake. That's a beautiful lake to paddle through. There's cottages all along it, privately owned cottages. No electricity. They're operating on generators, solar, things like that. And the only way to get to most of these, because they're islands, is by boat, or in the wintertime, I'm sure you could probably drive on the ice to get there. It's very cool to see.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder.
There are three main stores in Algonquin Park. There's the Portage store, where I'm at right now. It's at kilometer marker number 14. It is an access point for backcountry camping. It has a water taxi. It has rentals, canoes, kayaks, paddle boards. It has an outfitter. It has a restaurant, a store. It's got a lot. And right now, there's a university group here. Just came back from a 3-day backcountry trip. So that's why it's so busy right here.
What you eating, Cheryl?
Moose tracks.
Patty?
Moose tracks.
Steve?
Same. Moose track.
Moose tracks,
Ben?
of course.
Gotta have moose tracks. We're in Algonquin.
Exactly.
They usually run out of this at the end of season, but we lucked out.
When you come back from your backcountry trip, they have a whole bunch of showers here that you can use to clean up before you hop in your car. Then there's the Lakitu River store at kilometer marker 31. It has a store with basic grocery items, and it also has a cafe and grill.
6 dice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then there's the Opeongo store at kilometer marker 46. It is similar to the Portage store. It has an outfitters, rentals, canoes, kayaks, paddle boards. It has a store, ice cream, all the places of ice cream. And yeah, those are the 3 main stores in the park. And when you rent your canoes and kayaks at any one of the campgrounds, it comes from one of the 2 stores, either Portage or Opeongo. All the students are now lining up for a group pick, and they're sinking the dock. What's Dilly doing?
Taking a picture.
Okay, everybody ready? 1, 2. Good. All right.
Cheryl in the background.
It's that time again for Cole's Notes, and we are at Canis Bay Lake in Algonquin Park.
And this, as we've said so many times, is our happy place.
And this is my happy time of year to be camping in the fall. It's no bugs, no heat, colorful trees, fresh smell of crispy leaves.
It's awesome.
Yes, it's all good.
Now you said no heat, but we've been feeling some heat.
Actually, we have been healing. Yeah, it was a bit, but nothing like what I deal with in the summer.
It's, what's the date, September 30th?
It is September 30th, 2024, correct.
And we have been here, it is 5 nights we're spending here.
Longer than what we normally have been spending in parks.
And we've had absolutely perfect weather every single day.
Yes.
Beautiful, sunny, warm. Starts off cold in the morning when we get up around 8 degrees. Usually gets up to 20 to 23 during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredible. We have had such a good time here. And every time we come back here, I forget how great it is.
You smell how
You know?
fresh it is?
Yeah, I just can't believe it. That you kind of forget.
I wish you could smell the fall.
Mm-hmm.
The crispness. Not Christmas.
Christmas, yes.
Crispness of the air.
And this was a little different for us this time because, like I said before, this is our 4th park review for Algonquin Park because we've been doing different campgrounds.
Yes.
But so in this one, we didn't take you to the big spots. We didn't take you to the visitor center, the logging museum, the amphitheater, the art center, the Opeongo store, and some of the bigger trails, the Centennial Trail, the Lookout Trail. You can see all those in our other videos, or other 3 videos.
Yeah, we'll post the links for those.
Yeah, for Pog, Mew, and Canis Bay.
Previously.
Yeah, the links will be in the description below. But those ones, have a look at those. You can see some of the big stuff here. And this one, we just went to some, we had more enjoying time just for us where we could do some trails that we've never done before, paddle some places we've never paddled before.
Some new to us stuff.
Yeah.
More so. Because we're at this end of the park.
And for the last full day, our friends Patty and Dilly joined us. And so we went kayaking with them in Cache Lake. And man, what a paddle.
That's a beautiful paddle.
That is beautiful.
It's a little gem.
Most of Algonquin doesn't have cottages in it. Cache Lake does. And most of the lakes you can't have motorboats in, but Cache Lake you can.
Small.
Right, small. But to look at the cottages there, you can see the cottages are like 100 years old or more.
Family
They're
cottages.
very rustic.
Yeah.
You don't have any big mansions, no big monstrosities.
No power.
Yeah, it's just tiny little green or brown wooden cabins,
That's right.
and it's great to paddle around there.
We love this park. I just love biking around. Every time we come here, I'm just like, why can't we stay here longer?
I know, 5 nights, and I'd like to stay another week because the
Maybe
weather's
next year.
supposed to still be good.
Yeah.
Now, we arrived on Thursday,
After they had 3 days of horrible rain.
right, and when we pulled in on Thursday, driving in the park, we were a little disappointed.
Right.
'Cause it was so green.
Yes. Oh, okay, yes.
That's what we were disappointed. It was so green.
Yeah, it wasn't as colorful as the other years
Yeah.
at this.
Today, we're actually leaving tomorrow. We're doing Coles Notes a little bit early. But today we were out and driving, and the highway's very different now. The color is so much better now. So
Better
each,
than when we arrived.
each day it's getting better, and we're not near peak yet. It'll
No.
probably be a week away or so.
Could be.
But
But
the
these are the
color's
two
getting nice.
busiest weekends here, this weekend and next weekend,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving. So,
hmm
yeah.
We've met a lot of our viewers here,
Mm-hmm.
and we've heard from some of them that, hey, Ben said we can fill up at the tap right down by the beach. As you're on your way to the beach, we can fill up our water there.
We could the last time.
Yeah, and then they get to the tap and find out that it's been ground off. The threads have been ground off, so you can't attach a
Ew.
hose to it.
Boo.
I have no idea why the parks would do that, but you can't attach a hose to it. That's where we used our little water bandit. We can pop that on there, attach a hose to this, and fill up. That's what we
It's a
did.
cheap little thing. It's nice to have. Like, we've used it maybe a handful of times in all the years, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things that you just never know, right?
It's a very inexpensive little thing.
So,
we got it on Amazon. I'll put
Maybe
the link in the
put
description.
that in your stocking stuffer, people,
hmm
for next year.
And we are parked right behind that water tap.
Yes.
And
Oh, it's
so
funny.
we've been seeing people pull up, and you can
getting mad.
hear them getting upset.
Yeah.
And I just go walking on down there with my little water bandit. And so we've helped a few people out that way and offered them our water bandit to use, and they're very thankful. 'Cause
Yes.
They were trying different things, like just holding the hose up to it and water spraying everywhere.
Or the jugs.
Or they were doing the jugs, and they were getting very frustrated about how long that was taking. So when I was at the campsite, I was watching if people showed up there, I'd walk over with my water bandit to try helping them out. Hopefully, well, next year it shouldn't matter, because it really looks like they're coming along
With the,
the new trailer-filled dump station.
Yeah. It looks like they've gotten one of the, I don't know, fill or dump, whatever it is, already up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah, I saw one of them up, so that's a good thing.
It looked to me like there might be 3 fills and 3 dumps, but
Well, we don't know.
I'm not positive.
We don't
I
know.
asked staff here, and they don't know either.
It'll be a surprise.
But it's coming along. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say 2025, it's going to open. And then we won't
Yeah.
care about this little water tap here, because we'll be filling up on our way in.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow we have to go dump, and we got to go 12 kilometers down the road to the main trailer
I
filled
know
dump
how
station.
much that hurts you.
And then come back another 12 kilometers. So that's 24 extra kilometers so that we can dump.
That,
That's
or
what
we
we're
can
going
dump
to
on site. Nope.
do. hmm
That's what we have to do.
Yep.
So,
For the campsites here.
yeah, these are like some of our favorite campsites.
Yeah.
They're like well treed, great size.
It's tough to find a bad site here.
Yeah.
Every time we've had a site here, we've been very happy with the site. Be careful with the microphone there. I forgot to bring our lapel mics. My fault.
So we got this little fella.
Yeah, we got this thing and hoping it's working. But yeah, we've always had a good campsite, and driving around looking at the sites, there's a lot of good campsites here.
Oh yeah,
Good size.
definitely.
Yeah.
And privacy's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This spot's pretty good, 2:30, because we
Kind of
got a
isolated.
little trail right down to the parking lot for the main beach. So that's kind of handy.
The only thing is we're beside the road going down to the beach, so the traffic's back and forth.
Yeah.
It can get a little loud at times, especially when they're bringing all the kayaks down. And,
Oh, yeah.
Or the canoes.
And when you come to this park, it doesn't matter if you stay at Canis Bay, Pog, Mew, Lake of Two Rivers, Kearney, any of them, Rock Lake, Tea Lake. You're going to be driving to places, and I think there's like 15 fantastic trails. There's all those lakes. Every time you come here, you spend a week each time, you're going to be coming here for years and experiencing new things every time. We are.
So much to do.
We've been coming here for years, and this year,
Covered everything yet.
yeah, new trails and
So
new places to
you get
paddle.
stuck doing the same thing all the time, and it's like, oh, we have to do something different. So we do.
Should we talk about rating?
We should.
Okay. So what do you think, a 5?
Yeah, a 5.
Obviously, this gets a good rating.
Yes, it's
and,
one of our top parks. So
Yeah, I would say it is our top park.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we're going to be putting out a new top 10 next year because we've got more parks. We've got about 60 parks or so that we've been to in Ontario Provincial Parks. So,
I know we still have northern ones to do. They're
Yeah.
still on our list.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten to do them yet.
Yeah. So I say this is a
9.5.
9.5. It is a 9.5.
9.5.
That's right. That's our
Final answer.
top rating for
Yes.
the park. We've never
Yes.
rated a 10 yet.
No, I don't think there's any park that's a 10.
We might find one sometime.
I don't know. But yeah, 9.5 is pretty darn close.
Yeah.
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 So, with that being said, we
Yeah.
are off to.
Bruce Peninsula National Park. That's going to be our next video.
Okay, that's going to be our next video. Look
She
forward to
doesn't
that
know
one.
the order of our
I
videos.
did, well, no, I was going to say. Can I say it?
Sure.
Point Farms.
Yes, that's where we're actually going to go to next, Point Farms. But I'm going to have that video come out earlier. You've probably already seen it.
Yeah.
It's going to be Thanksgiving
And Halloween. All in one. Yes.
So the next video for you is going to be our last trip of the season at Bruce Peninsula National Park, Cypress Lake Campground.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Can't wait for that one. We've always been in the summertime when it's crowded. So,
Hopefully it'll be
Yeah.
less touristy, more freedom.
yep, and
Yeah.
no power.
No
so
power.
we're using our batteries and our Blue Eddy again.
Yes, well, there won't be as much tree cover because it's fall.
And we sure won't need air conditioning. So,
No, windows open.
mhm.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll see you then.
we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.